Just looking to make a follow-up video here for my last video regarding the Competition ECU and the FMF slip-on system. What I found was that the bike definitely ran a little bit of, it had a good sputter in it with the factory ECU in there. So I did pull the trigger on the Competition ECU. It makes one heck of a difference on this bike. Really wakes it up and makes the throttle a lot more smooth and easy to kind of maneuver the bike in some slower, sticky terrain. But I still was kind of unhappy with how the bike performed with just the Competition ECU, and I was able to locate and buy the CCU, and now I have the two different maps loaded on there. What I find works really well, what I like to use on this bike is their harder hitting MX power map, and then a slower torquey rev map, and both of which run really well. I definitely like the MX map. It's more of like it's a really good all-around map, but if you're getting into some hairy situations where you might need to run at a much slower speed, the slower rev, a torquey map, is definitely the way to go. The throttle is now significantly less touchy, and I feel like that is going to come in handy for the longer trips that you can make in the more rocky and bumpy terrain. Definitely is a way to go with this bike. It really wakes it up and makes it like a whole new bike. I haven't ridden the FX yet. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to, but I would like to imagine that this is now what the FX would probably feel like from the factory. Except now you have the tail light and the headlight, which comes in handy when you're obviously going out riding in some of the trails that have a lot of UTVs and ATVs where bikes are sometimes overlooked. So it's nice to be seen. And as far as these Tusk handguards, and I touched on those in an earlier video, they've held up really well. Actually dropped the bike and bumped into a couple different things, and they've held up really well. There's no bends, no issues whatsoever. What I did find though is that I did end up having to short this throttle grip out just a little bit, so it was kind of getting hung up where this end stop kind of meets there, and so now there's zero problems with that after I had shortened up the grip a little bit.